And I was just thinking, TikTok, right? So I don't get more than 100 views on a video when, you know, years ago when I started my channel, I was getting 30,000, 60,000 views, stuff like that. Um, but in the last week, I've gotten like over 25,000 views and tons of comments on one of my videos. And like my videos are doing a lot better there. But it's kind of weird because TikTok comes from China. It was started. It's not an American thing. It's from China. TikTok. You can Google it. But the weird thing about that is China is like the ultimate censorship country, and you're not allowed to say anything. They'll kill you over that. You know what I mean? Like you can't say nothing. They will slaughter you for that. Like, so I find it odd that I'm able to get more reach with the type of content that I make on TikTok when my type of content and my point of views do not align with the agenda. And I get censored on Facebook and everything else. I literally just wrote a status on Facebook that I'm leaving Facebook and I'm going to TikTok. 13 minutes later, I got a notification from Facebook that said, you are no longer allowed to buy or sell on Facebook. They're pissed. You know what I mean? Like it's so malicious and so intentional. It's not just an algorithm. Like there are people, that I don't know. I won't even get into that, but like you can't make this stuff up. Like I literally wrote a status and was like, I'm moving from Facebook to TikTok because they don't censor you there yet. And 13 minutes after I wrote that status, I got a notification that said, you're not allowed to buy or sell anymore on Facebook Marketplace. The only thing I've ever sold on there was a microphone and a bike. Like, you know what I mean? So anyways, it's weird that a China-based app or company you can get away, you can get tons of views, like with this exposing corruption on TikTok. But China is a censorship country. It's almost like a slave country. Like, so that makes me wonder. I feel like China did that intentionally just to piss off, like, America and, Canada and stuff, because they censor their people. And China has given everybody an ability to basically expose their own government through their app, even though they don't let their own people do that there in China, but they'll let us expose their own government, Canadian American government, for corruption. And they won't censor us because they're in a war. That's why. And if anything, having everybody have the ability to see the corruption of their own governments out here in Canada and America helps China in a way, because I haven't made this video, but I believe that China is going to invade Canada and America, and they're going to probably conquer, and then we will no longer be it'll be the same thing as like China, but here now, and they're going to run everything. They've been buying everything out for like decades in Canada and America. Like everything is Chinese owned, like all the big Stelco, like metal factories, like everything major, they came in and bought because they're taking it over slowly. And they're preparing for that because I think and believe that one day they're going to come to conquer us. And I believe that our countries have already been infiltrated by people that are going to hand over the keys to China, and they're going to allow it. Instead of a big war and nukes and all that stuff, we're going to have to just surrender. And that's going to happen by people that have been placed in position in our countries for them to make it easier, slowly building that process so it's not a huge explosion and war and nukes and everything, and our country's fighting like, you know what I mean? You're not going to fight China. And I think China's recruiting Russia because everyone hates Russia, and Russia's kind of on the same tip. So China sees an opportunity to collect Russia and be like, okay, good. Now we're even, there's no way America and Canada, I know America and Canada think, oh, we got the best military and the best weapons and all that. Yeah, okay. America is the type of a country that makes itself look bigger than it is. It puffs its chest out. It expands itself and makes it look bigger on a map than it really actually physically is. They do a lot of that. It's like a reverse psychology tactic, to an intimidation tactic to make other countries worry, you know. And then obviously they were developing NATO and all that stuff. You're probably wondering how the hell did we go from TikTok to this? But anyways, believe it or not, it all connects. And that just blows my mind, because I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would China allow us to expose corruption on their platform when they're totally a censorship country, totally almost like a slave country? That doesn't make sense, but that does make sense. So long as you're not in that country doing it to that country. But if you're Canadian and American exposing your own country, well, that kind of just, they're like, haha, suckers, like, we're going to conquer you one day anyways. Your own people don't like you, suckers. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. It's coming. I just wanted to make a quick video about that. But that's, you know, something to think about. Corey Resilient, share this video on TikTok.